Welcome. We're diving deep into one of the world's most critical geopolitical struggles, the conflict between Iran and the United States. This hostility is not new. It's the accumulation of decades of political tension, military pressure, and failed diplomacy. The current dangerous situation is the result of long-standing issues, including nuclear fears, economic sanctions, and deep regional rivalry. Recent clashes in 2026 have dangerously increased tensions, particularly around vital oil routes and military bases in the Middle East. To understand the conflict, we must rewind the clock to 1953, where the roots of hostility first began. In 1953, Iran's Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh moved to nationalize Iran's oil industry, a direct threat to Western economic control. In response, the United States and the United Kingdom supported a coup that successfully removed Mossadegh and centralized power. This coup strengthened Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who became a crucial, long-term ally of the United States, receiving extensive military and economic support. Decades later, in 1979, the relationship was violently upended with the start of the Iranian Revolution. The revolution overthrew the Shah and brought Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini to power, transforming Iran into an Islamic republic fundamentally opposed to American influence. Soon after, Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding American diplomats hostage for 444 days, effectively destroying diplomatic ties. Since 1979, Iran and the U.S. have remained enemies, with tensions escalating over several major issues. A primary concern is Iran's nuclear program. The U.S. and allies fear Iran could develop nuclear weapons, despite Iran's insistence that the program is for peaceful energy purposes. In response to these fears, the United States has imposed crippling economic sanctions, severely damaging Iran's economy and pressuring ordinary citizens. Another major factor is Iran's regional influence, providing support for armed groups in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, which the U.S. and Israel view as threats. This regional rivalry has led to consistent military and political escalation in the region. Proxy wars have evolved across the Middle East, with Iran and the U.S. supporting different sides in conflicts rather than fighting directly. Tensions dramatically escalated in 2026 following failed nuclear negotiations, reportedly involving targeted military strikes and retaliation across the region. The Strait of Hormuz has become a dangerous flashpoint. As a narrow waterway, any conflict here immediately threatens global oil prices and the world economy. The conflict remains highly volatile, carrying the risk of expanding into a full-scale regional war. Despite the hostility, millions in both countries oppose war, and diplomatic efforts, supported by nations like Turkey and Pakistan, continue in attempts to mediate. Ultimately, the Iran-US conflict is a complex struggle shaped by history, politics, oil, and global influence that continues to reshape the Middle East and the world.